second nature, all is automatic.
I got a note the assistant GM wanted to see me a few weeks later. And I thought I might be in trouble. But it turned out to be something totally different. The assistant GM made his notes, and he thanked me. You can imagine my surprise when I read later that we'd actually signed him. The next day, we were doing a meet and greet in the locker room when Coach came in and told us to suit up. We had a training plan, and once we had our cleats laced up and our helmets on, we hit that practice field.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look who's got it. We're running here, okay? Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
The drills had shown us that adding top-tier talent was only part of the formula. We still had a lot of work to do. We were under the microscope, and I would have to maintain my confidence if we were to make a good showing at our first regular season game.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, Justin Tucker to kick off it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Nick Chubb on the carry. Chuck Clark on the tackle.
First down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
You got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The 30. The 20. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Touchdown, Ravens. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
His kick is...
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Browns nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and 1.
Throwing. Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's 49-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
on 3rd down, Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Hope's pass.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's second down. To throw again. Pope, quick slant to Brown. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
25 yards.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Nick Chubb. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
For the Browns.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 23-yard.
Throwing on first down. Pope. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So here we are, Charles, the dawn of a new season, and you start looking around at teams that you might think are Super Bowl worthy. I think the discussion begins and ends. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Third down here.
It's third down and 11.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Taking it about the 16. A nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Pope. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
To leave on the coverage.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 26 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his set. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. If 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
And again, it's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. A run for Nick Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Sets up first down.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns get a score closer.
Lining up for the point.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, Pope. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
O'Shea on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spending...
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
Baltimore Ravens.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Tell the truth, partner.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
The extra point is good.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Calais Campbell on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 37-yard.
Here's Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 1st down, Pope. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Delpit on the coverage.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
He's brought down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd.
From the gun, Pope. And that will be incomplete.
Pope's pass intended for Marquise.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 5-yard.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
James Crochet on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on 1st down. Pope. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. Second and 10 now from the 27. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On second down, Ingram. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 38. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Taken down back at the 42.
On second down, it's Ingram. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
He's taken down at the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
No gain on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, Charles, you said it after the 4th down stop. That's almost guaranteed points the other way, and that comes to fruition with a touchdown.
Well, the unnecessary risk did come back to haunt him, didn't it? End up getting those points that I predicted that they were going to give up because it's guaranteed points if you don't make that play.
14. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It does that.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route.
Mayfield's pass.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5.
Mayfield. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And
going to the air again with Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's out to Chubb, complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Browns.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Ravens have got it.
The quarterback sack.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. He's going to try and go deep again. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.